The full story, biography, and powers of Light Yagami, the god of the New World. Light Yagami is the main protagonist of the anime and manga series Death Note, created by Tsugumi Ohba and Takeshi Obata. Born in Japan, Light Yagami is the eldest son of Soichiro Yagami, the head of the National Police Agency's task force. He is a brilliant high school student, admired for his intelligence, good looks, and outstanding academic achievements. At the start of his story, Light appears as an ordinary, if somewhat disillusioned, young man. He feels bored and frustrated with the world around him, seeing it as corrupt, filled with crime, and beyond saving. Everything changes when he discovers the Death Note, a mysterious black notebook that falls from the sky, dropped by the Shinigami Ryuk. The notebook carries a terrifying power. If a person's name is written in it while the writer visualizes their face, that person will die. At first, Light is skeptical. But after testing the notebook and seeing its power firsthand, he becomes convinced that he has been chosen to cleanse the world of evil. Driven by his own sense of justice, Light takes on the alias Kara and begins a crusade to eliminate criminals across the globe. He believes that by doing so, he will create a utopia where he reigns as a godlike figure feared and worshipped as the savior of humanity. However, his actions draw the attention of L, an eccentric and brilliant detective determined to stop Kara at any cost. This sparks an intense psychological battle between two of the world's greatest minds, where every move can mean life or death. Throughout the series, Light uses his intelligence, charm, and manipulative skills to evade capture, even infiltrating the very task force hunting him. He forms complicated relationships with other characters, such as Misa Amane, another Death Note user who becomes obsessed with him, and others who fall into his schemes. As the story progresses, Light's sense of morality erodes. His ambition grows, and he shows no hesitation in sacrificing innocent lives, including family and friends, to achieve his vision of a perfect world. In the climactic finale, Light is finally outsmarted by Nier, L's successor. He is exposed, defeated, and cornered. In his final moments, Light desperately tries to justify his actions, but it is too late. Shot and wounded, he dies alone, with Ryuk fulfilling his earlier promise by writing Light's name in the Death Note. Early life, a highly intelligent, top-performing student with a strong sense of justice. Discovery of the Death Note, finds the notebook dropped by Ryuk, gains the power to kill with a name and face. Becoming Kara, starts killing criminals to create a world free of crime, gaining worldwide infamy as Kara. Battle against L, faces off against L in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Both sides use extreme strategies to outwit the other. Manipulations and deception, Light manipulates Misa Amane and other Death Note users, using them to shield himself. Downfall, eventually defeated by Nier, L's successor, and exposed as Kara. Death, dies alone after Ryuk writes his name in the Death Note, bringing his reign as Kara to an end. Powers and abilities. Though Light Yagami is a normal human without superhuman physical powers, he wields immense influence through the Death Note and his genius intellect. 1. Death Note usage. The Death Note allows Light to kill anyone whose name he writes, provided he knows their face. Specify the cause of death and exact time. Manipulate actions before death within certain limits. Use multiple Death Notes through other users. 2. Super genius intellect. Light is often regarded as one of the smartest characters in anime and manga. Expert at strategizing, deduction, and reading opponents. Capable of long-term planning and flawless execution of complex schemes. Outsmarts some of the world's most intelligent characters, including L and other detectives. 3. Manipulation and charisma. Light is extremely charismatic and persuasive. Manipulates others into doing his bidding, including other Death Note holders, task force members, and even his enemies. Maintains a dual identity, presenting himself as a kind, helpful student while secretly being Kara. 4. Master of deception. Skilled at faking emotions, lying convincingly, and keeping a calm demeanor under extreme pressure. Sets up false trails and plans several moves ahead to stay undetected. 5. Analytical and tactical skills. Light quickly analyzes situations and adapts. Alters plans on the fly. Exploits the rules of the Death Note in ways no other character thinks of. Light Yagami's story is a chilling exploration of the corrupting nature of absolute power. He starts as a young man with a desire to make the world better, but his arrogance and God complex soon turn him into the very monster he set out to destroy. His story raises unsettling questions about justice, morality, and the cost of playing God. Light saw himself as the ultimate judge, jury, and executioner, but in his pursuit of a perfect world, he became a symbol of tyranny and fear. In the end, Light Yagami wasn't the hero or savior he believed himself to be. He was a cautionary tale. A brilliant mind consumed by obsession. A young man who reached for godhood and fell. He will forever be remembered as Kira, the man who tried to rule life and death, and paid the ultimate price.